A very good evening, one and all. In this webinar, we will be exploring the immense capabilities of developing lightweight apps with SDKs and learn some nuanced technical tips and best practices for deploying voice and video calling in just 30 minutes. You're with me, Sumithra, Strategic Head, Unified Communications. So the agenda of the webinar is in-app conversations, the centerpiece of UX, hurdles in building calls and chat feature, leveling up with SDKs, SDK key statistics, ideal characteristics of SDK, hassle-free SDK integration roadmap, conversational experiences with the latest trends, in-app communication deployment in 30 minutes with MirrorFly, and build 10x faster and deploy on the go with MirrorFly. Before starting this webinar, let's talk about did you know there are over 5.7 million apps in the App Store till date? So this is really a huge number, isn't it? And also a recent study reveals that 90% of the apps are being only downloaded apps and used only once, and after then it was deleted. Not just that, over 89% of the mobile time is spent on apps. So the growing popularity of lightweight apps nowadays demands both user experiences and developer experiences as well. So the being this has important consideration, the industry experts are predicting very fast and successful changes that fuel better developer experience and user experience. Over 64% of users demand in-app conversations nowadays, and 60% of leaders believe that in-app conversations help captivate, that is, engagement, retaining their users, and for conversion. So now, developing a communication experience faster seems to be a challenge for product teams and developer communities. So in this slide, we will be discussing what are the hurdles in building calls and chat feature, both from a product managerial perspective and also from a developer perspective. More than building an application, crafting a seamless communication capabilities on apps proves to be a daunting task nowadays for technical heads and developers. So, from the product managerial perspective, say it as a CTO, technical leads, product heads, the primary factor that they will look into is time to market. So, how fast their application will be in the Play stores, because there is a huge competition in the market. And the next point is agility. So, to ensure that development teams complete the project on time and within the budget. Then it's a normal app syndrome. It is nothing but making their app unique among the other applications available in the market to beat the competition. Then opportunity cost. Opportunity cost does also includes the cost for development. First is technical and integration complexities, and they have to develop a feature-rich product. So the development have to understand the scope of the project. They have to determine the functionalities that are important from the end users, and they have to choose the right technology. The stacks like Kotlin, Java, React Native, React. So based upon their requirement, planning the sprints with rigorous deadlines, coding across multiple platforms like Android, iOS, web, working aligned with cross-functional teams like UI testers, coders, and maintaining the code quality over time. Also, they have to ensure the security is followed throughout the process. Finally, they have to document. So, leveling up with SDKs. So, considering the mounting challenges that we discussed in the previous slide, how can a manager and a developer overcome the fundamental hurdles and take the lead? Definitely leveling up with SDKs. So in fact, business leaders and developers needs to be aligned to maximize the benefits for using up SDKs. So the SDKs are the secret for building a lightweight application. A fundamental SDK should have code libraries, API, IDE, docs, debuggers, all in one. And the SDK should be easy to use. That is, it has the capability. The SDK should provide the developer a capability for extending and using it in minutes. An SDK should be faster to deploy with low cost and risk-free solution. So well, built-in integrations, compliance, UI workflows, and documentation supercharges developer agility, and it fuels product adoption with competitive features on the go. So when you create product, you're just going to plug in the SDK, and you can reach better in terms of both growth prospects and revenue. So in this slide, we are going to discuss about the SDK key statistics for the past year, present year, and for the future. So by 2022, you can see the market value of SDK boasts an overall market share of 2,230 million as of 2022, and it is expected to have a raise by 2027 with a dollar value of 4,350 million. And almost 70% of developers are expected to increase SDK usage in 2023. So niche SDKs like chat, voice, and video calling are 2.8 times more likely to convert users, which powers your application to be downloaded by the user. So what are the ideal characteristics? So an SDK should be ease of use. That is, a developer could not spend a lot of time just on understanding how the SDK works by going through the entire code. So the SDK should provide proper support with proper documentation and assistance to get started with. And the SDK should be agile enough to add value to the application. That is, it should have enough functionalities to add value to the apps. Of course, an SDK should be lightweight with no adverse effects on memory utilization, CPU utilization, and data. And a good SDK should goes well with other SDK like like payment gateways, appointment schedulers, chatbot. So whichever third-party SDKs you use, this SDK should goes well with those. So you don't need to reinvent the wheel because it is already built in. Now you will see a poll displayed on your screen. Please fill in your options. Thank you. So this slide we can see like SDK integration roadmap. So stick on to the below 9 integration lookbook for seamless integration on applications. Define your application objectives. So you have to identify your application's unique needs, such as better engagement, retention, conversion opportunities. So it depends upon the based on the size and complexity of your project and also the geolocation which you are targeting in. And then preparing a detailed requirement checklist. So create a feature specification checklist according to your use case that you are targeting, and then outlining the core with additional features that brings in better retention for your application, adding additional features like voice, video, chat based upon your app's goals. Then choosing the ideal platform. So say the ideal platform might be web or mobile, whichever best works for your brand and target audience. Then evaluating freemium SDK options. So every other SDK providers in the market offer freemium trial SDK plans where you can just use it for a period of 1 month to 3 months time and evaluate it. And based on that, we can take a decision. And for during the process of evaluating freemium SDK, ensure the SDK provider provides you enough documentation support, technical assistance, integration support, and audit the other security aspects, scalability, how scalable the solution that you're going to buy in is, performance factors, ongoing maintenance is very important in every provider you choose in, and then once you are satisfied, then you can go up with the paid SDKs which have it all, followed by deployment. So conversational experiences about the latest trends, building lightweight apps, that is low code to no code is the latest trend. So building lightweight apps matter more than ever. And SDK adoption amongst niches will skyrocket in the future. Data privacy, and data privacy is going to be the main because there are a lot of providers available in the market offering options without proper implementation of data techniques, privacy techniques. and calls and chat will become more mainstream. Customer experience and in-app collaboration will go hand in hand. Now, in-app communication in 30 minutes using MirrorFly. So MirrorFly offers robust, secure voice, video, and chat experiences that has never been this easy. You can just deploy and scale with MirrorFly SDK in 30 minutes. So what you all have to do is just sign up with MirrorFly. You can extract the unique license key, download the SDK that you want. We also have SDK UI Kit for your tech stack. With the UI, you can go live in just few minutes by changing the logo. And then you can embed calls and chat using the documentation, powering in-app conversations in 30 minutes. And you can nurture meaningful interactions across niches by using MirrorFly call and chat SDKs. What makes MirrorFly unique among all the other providers available in the market? So you can go live in minutes with SDK UI Kit. So you need not have to build UI because it comes with a ready UI kit with all the necessary features that is essential for a chat and calling solution. So you can effortlessly deploy it on your preferred platforms like web, Android, iOS. It also offers out of the box features and it supports all use cases, community, enterprise, healthcare, e-learning, marketplace. So it also goes with other SDKs well. And you can make a quick start with all the documentation which is already available. So once it will be a one-stop shop for downloading SDKs and UI kit. You will have a user-friendly video tutorials, not just the written documentation, but also get video tutorials, which will help any other, even the junior developers to start with easily with MirrorFly. The conversational data security, and yes, MirrorFly is empowered with data security like GDPR, HIPAA compatible SDKs. And in terms of infrastructure, your application will be hosted on a secured infrastructure, which is equipped with AES 256, and the entire traffic, the session traffic between the apps and the server will be equipped with TLS. And when it comes to technical support, MirrorFly offers the world and best class technical support. We have 24/7 technical support team to assist you before purchasing the license. You can also use our free solution for lifetime. So with the technical support, it's via tickets call 24/7 team is available. And apart from it, we also have a dedicated integration expert a team of integration experts who can coordinate with you and help you with going live MirrorFly in just few minutes. Okay, I'm done with my session. Now we are open for Q&A. Please type in your questions. So we received a question. What are your pricing plans? MirrorFly starts with free plan. You can use it free for a lifetime. And then it goes till $999 per month. It's basic. It totally depends upon your features, depends upon the number of users and the deployments that you are going to do. So please reach us. You can just sign up with the website. Our experts will get back to you based on your requirement. They'll offer you the pricing. We have another question. How can developers add call and chat experiences to their app? Adding call and chat to app can be done effortlessly with the help of SDKs across all platforms. We offer dedicated SDKs with the platforms like Android, iOS, React. So basically, MirrorFly supports all the native built applications. Apart from it, we are also working out on Flutter, Xamarin, and you can get SDKs to integrate with your existing apps easily. We have another question. Why should I prefer ready-made SDKs? Yes, definitely. Ready-made SDKs is going to save you time, cost, and you can go live and market soon. You can avoid the competition, and you will also be getting dedicated support. You need not have to set up your own maintenance team and bear cost for it. Infrastructure, security, all in is covered in this. Okay, what are the tech stacks do you use to develop SDKs for EdTech use case? It is the same that I already mentioned. MirrorFly supports all the native built platforms. Okay, for freemium plan, how many users I can add? That's a good question. You can go with unlimited number of users. There is no limit for premium plan with MirrorFly. Sorry, freemium plan with MirrorFly. How is MirrorFly's chat SDK better than Twilio's? What are your USPs? So as I said, MirrorFly offers world and class best support for you. So we have 24/7 dedicated team, and also once you got deployed with MirrorFly, you will be having a dedicated customer support manager he or she can be reachable through any ways like call, chat, Skype, WhatsApp, whichever medium is preferred for you. So that's our unique USP. And yes, as I said, you can go ahead with the integration in just 30 minutes. We have another question. What would be the ideal characteristics of SDK? As I already gone through the slide, yes, SDK is a lightweight entity that is vital to build app experiences. It should be easy to use, and it should have all the functionalities that is necessary for adding value to your applications, and it should be extremely lightweight with no adverse effects on memory utilization, CPU utilization, data, and definitely an SDK should goes well with other SDK that you already have in your applications. How many maximum concurrent users supported in our voice and video calling SDK? So it depends upon the pricing bucket, but is there any stoppage of using MirrorFly communication tool in Saudi? No, not at all. MirrorFly can be used globally, and we have customers in Saudi as well. So, Ramya, to answer your question regarding maximum concurrent users supported in your voice and video call, I would also like to add that in a single group call, you can handle maximum of 8 participants. What authentications are accepted for API integration? JWT authentication and compatible for SSO. Yeah, we have another question. Can anyone integrate SDKs, MirrorFly SDKs without development expertise? It is quite possible to integrate this low-code SDKs without prior development expertise. We have video guides all around technical support, so one can well build competitive features without any intervention at all. There is another question. Is chat free for lifetime? Yes, MirrorFly chat is absolutely free for lifetime. You can use it with unlimited number of users. There is another question. What encryption techniques are used in MirrorFly? So MirrorFly is equipped with AES 256 encryption algorithm, and all your messages will be, the traffic will be between the app and the server is managed with TLS. Adding if needed, our solution is customizable with Signal protocol as well. So we have got another question. Can we able to integrate chat features alone instead of call? Yes, of course, you can integrate chat feature or vice versa. You can just integrate call features alone, voice and video call alone in your app. And the next question is, what is to the previous question, can be able to integrate chat features alone instead of calling. So provided standard technical documentations, which has defined methods and functions. You can call and use specific parameters to initiate the chat and call SDK from your application. Can in-app messaging be used across niches? Yes. You can use it across any use cases. Okay. There is another question. What is the size of the MirrorFly SDK? The SDK size is around 5 to 6 MB, and it depends upon the platform that you are choosing in. Okay. Thank you for being with me. I hope this webinar was informative to all. For further inquiries, you can reach us directly through the website or reach on email ID bd@contest.in. Alternatively, you can reach us on the social handle provided on the screen. Thank you.